We live.
We're lit.
We here.
It's O.
It's Jen.
It's Toya.
And we are
Pardon My Chic.
See, I ain't did a long time. It's been a while.
I was a little dry too. I should have had some water. I'm over here sipping Gatorade. I should have had
I had some water. I think I couldn't quite catch my breath, and I think that's what it was. I couldn't breathe in before I hit the sheet.
Right.
And I kind of forgot what I was supposed to do. So
It's okay.
It's gonna come back.
From the diaphragm.
New year, new chic. Okay, it's gonna come back to you. You know why you couldn't? You know why you couldn't get it? Because that's the old. You know what I'm saying? And we in a new year, so God got something new for your sheet this time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, glory! You received that?
I received all of it because that was a word. That was a good old
That
word.
was the old one.
That was the old sheet. This is the new sheet, 2021.
This the new. Okay, 2021. We done made it, y'all.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year, y'all. We made
Happy
it to
New
the
Year.
other side. Y'all look good. I'm just happy to be here, literally.
I made it.
Look at here.
So glad I made it.
Hey.
I made it through.
I love your choir voice.
Okay.
It got like a little raspy, but
With the throat.
then it got like a it's like a little old man, but he in the alto section though.
Some the alto thing going on.
Yeah. He can sing alto too.
That's what it was.
How was y'all's weekend?
Oh my gosh. It was
What is it? The second? Is this the second weekend? Or is this the third?
It is the second weekend.
It is the second. Yeah.
This was on a Friday.
Yeah.
So this
It is. It's always it threw me for a loop because I was thinking the top of the week for the new year, but it was the weekend. So yeah. So second weekend in January, y'all. We in this thing, okay?
Thank God. Praise.
And in it, you are. You hear me?
And in it. How was y'all's weekend?
Good. Oh, you go first.
Oh,
Okay, so y'all, I have big news.
Ooh.
And I'm very excited. I've become an official plant mommy.
Yes, congratulations with a baby.
Let me show y'all. Hold on. Because I got actually, because I was like, you know what? She should make an appearance. So this is my baby, Onyx. Onyx, say what up. She said Yurt. And it's going so well. I mean, I've grown my baby. You see, she's growing. She came to me as just roots. Oh, that'll preach. She came as just roots, and I grew.
That'll get her down. She got some height on her, honey.
What kind of plant is it?
It's a very long word. It's like a Pendulum-summiferous.
Okay.
That's nice.
Or some put, they only take a little bit of water and a lot of sun. So.
See, that was a good first plant then.
Yeah.
That's the fake one. I was gonna say that. But I got a real one too. But I have a real one too. Brittany, y'all know she plant Mom B. She helped me pick out my first one, and she strategically got that baby just for me because it requires little attention.
Literally.
I have 4, 3 that are still living. One, I like this. You know what? This is a word for me too. It was a prayer plant, and the prayer plant.
The prayer plant, Dad. Let's have a moment of silence.
Right, y'all. It's good in there. I ain't threw it out yet, just because I feel bad.
Because it's a prayer plant. Well,
you trying to revive it?
No, I need to. I think that's a word. Jen need to revive my prayer life. I think that was a word for me. And then on my vision board, I found a clip that said, "These prayers are not working. God, these prayers are not working." He replied, "Maybe you're not praying hard enough."
That all just. I love how it all just.
Yeah, that all just.
Right.
We went from a dead plant to a vision.
A whole live vision. But no, that's one thing that I will say too, sisters, is becoming a plant mommy did teach me a lot about life and care and going the extra step. Because literally before I go, I'm like, okay, how is it looking? It just gives you a moment of pause, which I feel like we all need. Just be moving too fast. And also it shows how good of a caretaker you are. And it can translate so many different ways. This plan has been teaching me so much. I'm like, I like it.
And even when you talk about like it speaks to, you know, teaches you a lot of things. One thing too, because you know they say they thrive sometimes off of oxygen. Yeah. So a lot of times people talk to their plants and speak life into their plants. So that's another thing too. And so I heard a lot of people say, you know, sometimes if you have one plant, name that one plant after you. Like name it Jen, name it name it Toya. So then when you're speaking to it, you can speak life into it, and you're speaking life into yourself.
That's a lot.
That's good.
Yo, we literally at PMC Baptist.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Pardon My Chic Baptist.
Pardon My Chic Baptist.
Listen, but you will maybe go and get me another plant and then name it Jen.
Yeah. And that's such a good idea. It's funny because I was on the same track with, I was like onyx because it's resilient, but it does hit different if you named it after you because you would care for you. Mm-hmm. That's deep.
Because when you're talking to it, you're talking to you and you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a whole live episode. Plant Mommy, MAMI.
Mamiana.
Mamiana. No, but literally that's all, y'all. I just became a plant mom, spent time with my boyfriend, spent time with my mom. It was a very awesome weekend. And not to mention our, goal friends. We'll get to that, but that was everything for me.
Yeah.
That was.
And we'll get to that. But yeah, I had to highlight that. Check. Yeah. Boom. Jen, how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. It was good. Really chill. Of course, yesterday was our vision board party. So I pretty much, spent the day in the morning preparing for that, then doing that early afternoon. And afterwards, I just kind of finished my board up. So I really took my time afterwards and kind of like mapped it out and got it to where I feel like, it needs to be. So I did that. And that was that. Was really hoping for more snow because, on Friday they were like, it was supposed to snow. There was an 80% chance of snow. And so like early on in the week at the office, my boss was like, well, it's supposed to snow on Friday. So, make sure you take your stuff home take your stuff home on Thursday. Yeah. So when you work from home, you good. So I was like, okay, woke up Friday morning. And, of course, I didn't look out the window. So I just texted my boss. I was like, hey, is it BAU business as usual tomorrow, like today or whatever? And so this is like at 6:00. In response, I was like, you know what? I looked down. I was like, it's just raining. So got dressed for work and got in the car, heading to work. And he come, you can go ahead and work from home.
You got the text when you pulled up?
I was like, probably like about 5 minutes from the office.
Whew.
I was like, well, I'm already about at the office now. I went ahead on in the office.
Yeah, I would have too, and just worked.
At that point, I was close, and then good thing I did because I had a lot of stuff came up that day, and I wouldn't have been focused enough at home to actually get it done. So when into the office, I did, tiptoe out of there early though. But
yeah,
I was definitely looking forward to some snow, but it was just nothing. It was just like rain and rain.
It was like ice rain. Yeah, it was hail. That's
like mush. It was like mushy. I think it was. I don't know. After I got in Friday, I ain't go back out. So. But yeah, and
know when I left the salon on Friday, it was like slush on the windshield. So it was trying to do something, but I won't checking for it. So I just wipe that right on off. Keep it moving out of here.
And we out.
But I don't like the snow.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I don't like it either, but I just like it. So I wanted it so I didn't have to go to work. Honestly.
As a city girl, I love me some snow. I was really hoping I was pulling through for this snow. But then I remember we live in Charlotte. So
yeah. We'll never get it that bad.
Nah.
I just don't like the idea of being like confined. Like the driveway is messed, like we can't get the cars out the driveway.
Yeah.
It's slick and we're gonna be in trouble if we try to get out there. I don't like that.
That's the whole yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that means I can't even have nothing delivered either. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And the shutting down, the city's shutting down. So things ain't
shut down with a thunderstorm. So
bread, water, and milk is gone.
Right.
Everything is gone.
Right.
At the top of Corona, everything is gone.
And it was
everything. But one good thing sometimes when you're snowed in and stuff, it's a good like little night in with Boo or whatever, some good warm and cozy, get you a nice movie, some wine and stuff, and just
Yeah, one thing. One thing I do look forward to, not necessarily snow, but when it get cold, it's making a good pot of chili now. I do look
really. Yeah, your chili do be good though. I started to text you earlier today and be like, can you send me that recipe when I was in the grocery store trying to figure out what I was gonna eat during the week? I ain't wanted to bother you, so but yeah.
It wouldn't bother me, honey. I think I'm gonna do that.
Chili.
We did. We was
the iconic chili.
I gave y'all a ghetto plastic cup.
Let me tell you, it didn't even make it home, sis. What y'all ain't know is the car ride.
The car ride.
You said that. You didn't even. It didn't even make it home.
Didn't even make it home.
Yeah, go ahead, Toy. Run that back.
I am, because it's I'm back on this really clean kick or whatever, y'all.
What?
What was I about to? I'll just get into my weekend. This is a part of my weekend because I checked in. So y'all, why your girl lost 7 pounds this week? This week. I was like,
I remember when you said when we went to the gym Monday, you were like you had gained this.
I gained 8 pounds. Yeah, I gained 8 pounds.
Lost it.
And you lost it. You lost
7 pounds, y'all. I still feel I still see the extra fluff. But I know what I need to do. But yeah, I'm kind of, and I know I shouldn't be, and I guess this is the part. I'm doing my weekend recap, y'all, because
we're just talking anyway. We're just talking. Go ahead.
I'm laying in, and it's unhealthy, but I'm kind of addicted to the scales, and I mean both scales, the scale, and then the food scale. Like, I'm like weighing everything now, and I was telling my little group of accountability partners, I was like, y'all, this is not healthy, but like, I do get a kick out of seeing that track. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, and it was really in 6 days because I didn't get on the scale last Sunday. I got on the scale Monday, and then I got on the scale today. And I was like, okay. I mean, I got on the scale every day. But,
sis, technically you lost like a pound a day.
A pound a day.
Too. Right. So what did you do?
I honestly was just clean eating, back to the clean. Because, I only worked out 3 days or whatever, but after that it was just like my schedule, it ain't allowed. Like the end of the week, when I'm in the salon at 6 a.m. and not leaving till 8 p.m., it don't allow me time to go to the gym or whatever. But just really clean eat. And I know what really helped, because I told you, Jen, y'all, your girl ain't drank no water since probably like a couple days after Thanksgiving. I went back to strictly water, you know what I'm saying? And that made a big difference. So
that water definitely helps.
Yeah, it definitely helps. It definitely helps.
That's what's up. That's like a pound a day.
Yeah, like I was like but you know what though? It's mind over matter, really. Y'all know this, but it's mind over matter, because like when I was really, really focused, when I'm doing this on my own and holding myself accountable in my little different chat text groups or whatever, but like it's mind over matter, because when I was really, really focused, it was like a struggle to lose 2 to 3 pounds a week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it is.
So I don't know. I'm back to the basics, but I'm still like this. What was that? Saturday, I did check out my friend's food truck, Scratch Kitchen. Danielle, shout out to her. I chose from the veggie, the vegan menu, but I mean, it was still a deep fried veggie burrito. You know what I'm saying? And the sprouts was still fried. But when I got on that scale on Sunday morning, I was like, okay.
And like you said too, it's a mind thing. And even when you stated that in the beginning, when you were super, super focused, sometimes it would be hard to lose those 2 or 3 pounds. But I think over time, once you make it a lifestyle and it starts to come a little bit easier, and you're not like hard down worried if you're going to lose a pound or so, like it becomes easy because it becomes a lifestyle. And then after a while, you're just going like, you know what? Oh, I feel big, or I feel this, or I know I've gained this weight. And then you get back to it, but then it becomes becomes much easier, and you see those results, and you're like, oh, okay.
You get addicted to the results too.
Right.
That's why, honestly, that was real talk for you sharing that, Toy, because you start seeing, and all of us, because first of all, from our first ever photo shoot to now, all 3 of us are completely different women. Right? And like, we're literally in half. We are in half. But like, you become addicted to like, oh, wait a minute. And like, I even find me, so that was so inspiring, Toy. Thank you for that. Cause I was like, okay, I'm not the only one. Sure. You start seeing it, you like,
I like this. We're headed in the right direction.
Keep doing this. Yeah.
It is. And it's fun too. And not only does it help you physically, it helps you so much mentally as well. Like I enjoy that. You know, I enjoy, of course, seeing the body change and transform, and your body trying to come through. But that mental transformation and the how you just feel mentally, y'all,
peace.
Oh my gosh, it's a whole different thing. And like that, if I can tell our listeners or anybody else, like, of course we want to do it for our physical health and making sure we get on the inside, but that mental health and how you feel it's a lot. I don't know what word I was looking for after a lot, but it's there.
It's a big difference.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
And no, physical
thing that
mental for sure.
Yeah, for sure. One thing that sticks out is I think your cousin Sonia and her husband Herb.
Oh, Nicole and Herbie, yeah.
Nicole and Herbie. Yeah. I think they were saying, stressing the fact that, sometimes when you think, start a workout regimen or whatever, you really don't have to be in the gym for 2 hours.
No, you don't.
Like, I'm talking about a good 30, 45 minutes and you'll be straight as long as it's the consistency that matters or whatever. Yep. And I'm telling you, it'd be a struggle sometimes getting up at 4:00 in the morning. However, getting it over in the morning is, I think we all have that early morning.
It is. It definitely is better. And when you say like being in the gym 2 hours, sometimes all you need is a strong 45 minutes. Yeah. I remember like in the beginning when I started working out, like it would definitely be in there like a long time. And I'd be like, bro, like you ain't need to be in the gym that long. Like I can go in there for an hour now, right. And it's an hour because a lot of times we're trying to incorporate cardio into our regular strength training, but you can go in there a strong hour and get what you need to get done and be gone. You got to be in there 2 hours.
Now, give me 45-minute me, please.
Right. Yeah. Right.
And done. Yeah.
And done. Go through them things and be set, be all right. But yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, the weekend was good. The bodies is getting right again.
Right. They are.
Again for me.
No, they're getting right or whatever,
Whatever.
Because summertime, we
claiming it this time.
Yeah, we claim. I'm out. I'm sorry. I'm going somewhere. I don't even care if we halfway shut down still. Like,
absolutely.
I'm going. I'm not staying my behind in the house and not catching no flight nowhere. I'm not going to still sit here and allow this to... I'm just going to have to...
I already know how I feel about that.
I'm wearing string. I'm wearing string all summer 2020.
I know your ass gonna be in string too.
I'm wearing the good. I'm wearing the good stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just claiming that it's just gonna be like.
Don't be. Listen. I told my woo. I was like, listen. I'm gonna be on somebody at the beach.
Yes.
I got bathing suits from last year that I ain't even. What kind of bathing suits? Don't worry about that. I got bathing suits from last year. I ain't even getting right. Either you gonna be with me when I'm wearing them, or you ain't gonna be with me when I'm wearing them. It don't matter. They're getting worn. Please believe me.
Let the church say,
amen.
Amen. And amen again.
Baby, listen.
Yes, listen.
I'm telling you, we have to shoot. Like I can't. No.
Listen, this is the year to definitely explore and enjoy, because
that's good.
We've been bound. We've been sitting still. I won't say we've been bound because we've been flourishing, but we've been sitting still.
Yeah.
And y'all know.
Good.
I do a lot of domestic traveling too. Like in the US, like places that you wouldn't really think to go to. Like I really want to go to Colorado.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The arts, the green.
Right.
The snow, all of that stuff. I just want to make it like a good old like vibe, just to go and, see what they got going on over there in Aspen somewhere.
Why not you in Colorado, little DC?
Right.
Well, DC used to be on my list.
I was like, right.
You don't want to go to DC no more?
It's not that I don't want to go. I feel like it's going to turn into a pull-up. And y'all know
it's definitely going to be a pull-up.
No, when you
can't go to DC and it not be a pull-up.
Especially
you. Because now at this point, it's like y'all just put that stamp right on the city. Amen.
Listen. Excuse me, y'all.
It's definitely a pull-up if you go to DC.
It would be.
What's some other places y'all would like to visit? I'm going to say this year.
I want to go to Cabo.
Mm-hmm.
That's a place I would like to visit this year. I want to go on my birthday.
Oh, nice.
Cabo.
To go because I'll be 35. Yeah, I'll be 35. So
okay,
say 30 thrive.
30 thrive.
30 thrive.
I like that.
30 fly. 30 fly. All the things. All the things. But yeah, that's where I would love to go. What about you? Where would you love to go, Toya?
I don't know where I want to go, but I definitely want to catch some flights.
Yeah, for sure.
Mexico was amazing.
Yeah.
Jamaica was amazing.
Yeah.
We did a lot last year. I want to go to Hawaii. I don't know if that's on my 2021 though, because I feel like I got some. I feel like I can finesse some other trips, and it still be within the budget. You know, as far as the price that we want to spend. Hawaii is expensive.
I heard
it
is.
Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, we were actually gonna go to one of Jay's friends is getting married in August in Hawaii, so we were gonna go. But looking at the way,
really,
yeah, I don't think it's gonna be what we want to spend. Especially, it's not our trip. Not to sound away or whatever, but
that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that's what we're gonna do. But I still want to get to Hawaii. I just don't know if that's on
the
mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had a friend. She went to Hawaii like a couple of years ago, and she said it was nice. It's nice, like you said. It's a quaint.
Yeah, they say it's heaven on earth. I'm like,
yeah, that's what they say.
The way the sun sets and rises, it's like you feel God. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Hawaii and Africa probably won't make it for 2021, but however, I do want to make it there.
Yeah, I had a best friend move to South Africa, and I was like, "I'll see you 2022."
But see, that's the cool thing, though. You know somebody that lives there. So boom, cut half the.
Yeah,
that would be a good trip. Yeah, Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would love to go to Africa.
Mm-hmm. Get in touch,
right?
Right, just to go there.
Things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. See the authentic fashion.
Yeah.
And things.
I really want to see the authentic fashion. I want to come back with all kinds of nice dresses and cloths and fabric and stuff just to like
the hats,
right, and of course to go and be of service in some type of capacity. All that would be. That would be pretty dope. Pretty dope. But we done chatted it up. We done chat for like this whole episode.
It's gonna be random.
Vibe of chats. And it's gonna be mixed with gin and juice. It's gonna be mixed with some social chic. Y'all know how the juice go. We know we've been minding our business for a couple of weeks now. We really have. Kind of sort of been minding our business. There's been a lot going on where we had to really kind of like put our ears to the street and had feelings and emotions and thoughts about everything that's been going on. So, so we've kind of been minding our business, drinking our water, but of course we got some juice going on this week. I wanted to start off with this juice. I'll get to one juice later, but on last week, y'all know the rapper Fabulous. Y'all know he's dating Emily. He's been with Emily for like ever and a day.
Yeah.
They have three children together. And they've been through some things, right? They've been through some things, some domestic things, probably I would say infidelity, but they're not married, so it doesn't necessarily mean, whatever. But he probably done stepped out and did some things. But on last week he posted a picture of him and Emily hugging, and then the caption says, "I know the cool of this generation is being savage and not giving a fuck. And all the rap songs say money over everything and everybody's sleeping with somebody else's man or woman. But for real, having a partner to love, share life with, raise a family together with, and make each other better is real goals. That's the real cool. That's really winning. 2021, WON." So that was his caption, right? And so, of course, when you read that, you're like, that's real. Like he didn't lie in the caption at all. Like you do hear a lot of music, a lot of songs these days. They very rarely do you hear them, promoting love or you know, just, you know, being with someone and holding them down and you know, that
being with someone.
Right, someone.
Yeah.
You know, they're not, you know, but now you hear the songs, you know, hollering throat babies and you know, this person, that person, or whatever, you know, and what you want to, you know, the city girl, some of that type stuff. You know, you hear so much of that and not a lot of promoting love. So I thought the message was good. Yeah. I thought the message was great. Now, on the other hand, people were like,
"It was good, you know."
It was,
yeah,
like misery.
Right, people were definitely shooting the messenger. They were definitely shooting the messenger because, of course, like I say, they've been together for 16 years. He knocked her teeth out. You know what I'm saying? Like, definitely took her through some things. So it's like, oh, you know, somebody, you got to be with somebody for 16 years. You're going through all of this, and now you want to claim her. Now you want to do this. Now you want to do that. So everybody was all up in arms about, you know, him posting that. So it's like so many times we miss the message of things, focusing on the messenger and focusing on what they did and how they did it or whatever the case may be, but not really taking the message. Like, what he spoke was facts. You know what I'm saying? Like, what he spoke was facts. So, but people definitely shot him up about that.
And I feel like, you know, our world sometimes be getting on my nerves. Y'all find anything to discredit something beautiful.
Yeah.
We know the man, we know what he did with Emily, but like some of our favorites did that to their partners as well. Like, right, so you gonna do fabulous, you gotta go all the way. Like, you gotta go all the way to some of your favorites. But I feel like people find any way to discredit something supposed to be beautiful. And I agree with you, Jen. It's like, just read the message for what it is. He's telling you he learned. Like,
yeah.
You know, it reminds me a lot of Diddy when he posted a photo of, you know, his late Kim. And people were like, oh my, dragging him, well, when she was here, you ain't treated her. And he was like, and he would respond to them. He went on for a bit saying, well, I know that's why I'm making this post, because I just realized as a man, I should have cherished her better. But people just find any reason.
Yeah, but that's a thing too. Go ahead, Toya.
I was just going to say that I just feel like if, you know, it's their relationship, and yes, they're in the limelight because they're superstars or whatever, but and everybody's always going to have something to say, but it's just like, it's their relationship. Like, how into it do you really want to be? You know what I'm saying? Right. To always have an opinion about, you know, or to always want to put your mouth on somebody else's situation. You know what I'm saying? If they went through hell and high water and back, the important part is back. You know what I'm saying? Because on the way back, I'm pretty sure they learned so many lessons. So it's just like, let them live. You know what I'm saying? Let them live. We glorify this whole, or we stress this whole idea of, I think it's struggle love.
Yeah.
You know? And the Black woman having to, you know, before she finds, you know, and it is a true narrative in a sense. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Black women do go through, but I mean, a lot of women, period. You know what I'm saying? But I think at one point the whole idea of struggle love was stressed in the Black community. You know, so it's just like I do see that or whatever. But at the end of the day, two people's relationship is their relationship, and that's it. And I don't give two flying craps about it that much. You know what I'm saying? To be typing up, you know, some people
paragraphs.
Yeah, some people really, I mean, you ain't getting paid. Is you a journalist? Are you getting paid to really?
Are you a journalist?
Are you getting paid to break down these people's relationships or whatever?
Break it down. But what was I about to say? Like when you reference Diddy and like, yeah, he started to express, you know, how much he loved her, you know, I guess his, you know, he did her wrong or whatever the case may be. And he may not have expressed his love while she was living, but he understood that afterwards. And the fact that, I guess, on the other hand, like, okay, Fabulous is saying this now, you know what I'm saying? God forbid anything happens. And then now then people going to be saying, oh, well, you like they did Diddy. You weren't saying that before, you know? So let these people, you know, do what they do, like I said, and not be too fully invested in what they have going on.
Right.
And the whole struggle love thing, like that is definitely something that I think, you know, was definitely heavy in the African American community and in the community period. It makes me think of what was the pastor name? Pastor Gray. Yeah, Gray. When he went and put up that post maybe like a year or so ago, and he was like, you know, I did her like this, I did her like that, pretty much saying like how he basically drug her through the dirt. But then now, you know, she loves me, you know, and so the struggle love is definitely something that, you know, that people go through. Huh?
It's annoying.
It's very annoying. It's very annoying. Why do I have to go through all of this, all of that, hell and high water, and then you realize, you know what? I love you. You know what? You held me down. You know what? You did that. Like, no.
A lot of people say, you know, we had to go through, but I don't believe that. I don't believe you have to go through. I believe it's choices. You know, I do believe that love is blind. Sometimes, you know, you can be so caught up in, and a lot of times, a lot of shit go down before, or a lot of shit go down early after you realize you're in love. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
right.
Love is blind. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in it. And the whole idea of you want to make it work, especially if it's a marriage and you know, you believe you're a believer or whatever, you know, you want to tough it out and you want to make it work. But I don't believe that it had to go down. You know,
exactly.
Some things that went down. I don't believe like, you know, me being in an abusive relationship was a choice. You know what I'm saying? Yes, my mindset was totally different then, but at the end of the day, it still was, you gonna stay or you gonna go. And, you know, I know staying for me was because right now I don't strategically know how to plan this exit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, when I know what I want to do, I know the choice that I ultimately want to make, but I got to plan this thing out. You know what I'm saying? Because cuckoo is cool. You know, so I don't believe in that whole I had to go through. Now, when you come out or whatever, are you stronger? Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
but I don't believe the struggle, the narrative of the struggle of like, you know, we got to go through before we can receive, you know, or, you know.
Or that ride or die shit too. That's like,
that too.
Stop.
Yeah. The ride or die. That's the thing. Like, why? I'll ride with you. Why I gotta die though?
Why I gotta die? I don't want to die.
Why we dying? Why we dying? And where we going? Like,
my life.
Like, where we going? Where we riding to? You know what I'm saying? Like, now if it like, like I can't ride. I
can't ride or die.
I can't ride or die, and I can't struggle. And trust me, once you've been through it one time and you done made up your mind, you're not for it. You're not for it.
Yeah.
You're not for it. You're not settling. You're not for that.
Now, like the ride or die. Now, I know my man. I know my man. I know he's a good man. He's treating me nice. You know, we on this thing. Now, I'm a ride with you if we trying to get this goal or we trying to make it this way. I'm a ride or die with you like that. But if you on some BS,
right?
Like, no, you supposed to ride or die. You supposed to hold me. Not on no BS. Now, if you
hold you down, did you guys say hold me down? No, I'm not holding you down. Not on no man's. How y'all feel about that?
The holding down. Like,
I'm gonna say that question for her because we just doing questions or whatever. Okay. So I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna note that too.
Yeah.
Note it.
Because I don't want to take over gin and juice.
No, I told you it's all mixing in. This whole show is
okay. But then, how y'all feel about it? Because we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that other cup of juice because it's a whole.
Oh yeah, that's coming. Yeah.
How do y'all feel about this whole hold me down? And I mean in a sense that well, my understanding more so when it comes to finances, like, you know, I'm coming up or I'm gonna come up, you're supposed to hold me down. Like, how y'all feel about that? Even if you know his potential and you know maybe he was here at one point and right now he at the baseline or whatever. Like, how y'all feel about that holding me down? What does that look like?
You hitting it? Oh, you want me to hit it first?
I'm gonna let you go first because I have you go first.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't have a problem holding my man down. I wouldn't have a problem holding my man down, especially if, you know, like you said, things happen, right? You know, he could have been, you know, here financially, you know, things happen, the pandemic, whatever. He lost his job, you know, I'm still maintaining my job or whatever the case may be. I have no problem holding him down. Like, no, but now off the rip, we just met and he's like, you know, I see the potential and we just met and he like, yeah, you know, I ain't really doing that now, but then I'm like, no, I can't date you off of potential. Like not at my age, you know what I'm saying? Not with what I want in life. Now, if I was younger on some young-ish and I'm like, whatever, you know, we both here, then yeah, cool. Yeah. But if I'm grown and we just met, then no, I can't really date you.
I can't hold you down.
And hold you down, and we just met. Now we've been together, and shit happens because shit happens.
Different.
I'm gonna hold you down.
Right.
I'm gonna hold you down. I'm gonna encourage you, and I'm gonna be there to help you come up in whatever way possible, like on some real stuff. But like off the rip, dating you off potential.
Nah, I think for me, it's like what that ambition do. Because again, life happens to everybody. Hear me. But as an entrepreneur who is every Monday, we're like, this week we got to get it out the mud. I just want to see what you're getting out the mud hit like. Like, I'm like, okay, I understand that life happens and all the things, but like, how do you plan to, like, we got to talk it out as a couple. Like, okay, so I know this just happened, babe, but like, what's this week looking like?
Yeah.
Or how can I support you? Right. How can I support you? How can I pray for you? How can I stay in the way that works for you to help you get back? But I agree with Jen. Like, if I'm meeting you off like from the beginning and it's like, I'm in transition. What that mean? Or like,
what does that mean? And where are you transitioning from? And where are you transitioning to? Because at one point, a couple of years ago, I was in transition. I left. I was a retail sales rep with AT&T for years or whatever, and was making good money in sales or whatever. But I just wasn't in the field, so I quit.
Right.
I quit. And then I went to become certified as a paralegal. So if I met some people in between time, I'm like, yeah, I don't have a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here. This is what I'm transitioning to. Then, okay, I may understand that.
But you knew where you was going.
Yeah, I knew where I was going. That's why I said it depends on where you're from and where you're transitioning to.
Right. You got to have a plan. And I'm not going to hold you. I know for me personally, while dating too, when I was on Team Bus, there was plenty of time. And y'all know how the story goes. Yeah. I was like working for self and then going back to people working for self. And, you just have to explain, okay, here's the overall goal. Here's how I'm closer. But again, I don't mind if we together, we in this and you've shown time and time again, like, we're going to get this bread, and not even this bread, but we're going to be good. Trust me, then yeah, no problem. But like, I can't just meet you talking about transition and then you don't know where in the transition. Right.
No. I feel the same. I agree with both of y'all. As far as the whole meeting somebody new and his whole spiel is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to hold you. No, I can't hold you down. But yes, circumstances, things do happen. But you know what I'm saying? If you was once and, things happen, whatever, I'm your girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold us down at that point. And another thing, like that, to that ambition, like while you sitting, baby, that pad better be full.
Right.
I better know what's what. You know what I'm saying? I better know that you got a plan or whatever. That sparked another thought when y'all were talking about would you date somebody off the rip or whatever. To me, and I had this conversation ironically over the phone this past weekend. To me, does that not, like, okay, is there ever a moment where has there ever been a time, or if you can think about somebody from the past, would you say that there's ever been a time where you felt like you weren't, and don't take this the wrong way when I say worthy, but worthy, scratch that. You weren't a good candidate to be dating at the time, because like, okay, if you don't have anything to offer, we're not talking about potential and what you're gonna do and what you're planning to do or whatever, but if you know right now I ain't got nothing to offer nobody, and I'm really figuring this thing out right now. Do you think that you're a good candidate to be like on dating sites and things?
Well, that's good, Toya.
It is. Yeah. Because I mean, me individually, like, I know besides, like, there's been gaps in my employment or whatever, but I still had, and I'm still me. So without having maybe, and not even money, because it ain't like I'm giving these niggas money, but without saying, okay, this is where
you coming to the table, you presenting what you bringing to the table, and he's
a whole presentation of myself. Like I'm confident in me, and whether or not like I'm exactly where I want to be, because I feel like I'm always wanting to be more than where I'm at now. So at that point, I may not have been exactly where I want to be, but I could have been in a good enough place to where I'm still going to offer myself. I don't think I've ever been in a place where I was like, You know what? Maybe mentally though.
I have mentally. I have mentally, and I have mentally, and I have like not moved on it. Like I have not, like no. One incident I would say, and it's always been like after a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know I ain't no good for nobody. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm still there mentally. I know I'm still getting over things mentally.
Yeah.
Like I know certain things. I know certain things are gonna like. Yeah. I know. I'm just getting into like, I know not fresh out of beauty school, but right when I graduated, that wasn't a good time to be trying to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, and I know I'm a good catch, and I'm not saying I'm not worthy, but at the same time, I can go out to eat on my own.
Facts.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you, Toya. And for me, the mental went to physical. So there would be seasons where I was like not even talking to dudes. Like I'd be like, nah, I just need to. And that was a lot of the coffee house year where I was like, I just don't need to be on nobody bus or bike. I need to just. So like a lot of times the mental took the physical.
I'm gonna walk.
Right, I'm gonna just walk.
Yeah.
I'm gonna skate. Like, and what's crazy is they was coming, right?
Yeah.
But I literally would tell them like, I'm really not in that space right now. I feel like I need to get some stuff in a row and figure out what's what. So there's mad times in my life. Like I just now reached where I was like, okay, we're good. And now I'm in a relationship. So, but before him, I was like,
But yeah, now that I think about it, as I even talked myself through it and said mental at the end, like, I think like a couple of years ago in my transition or whatever, it was like, okay, I'm getting there. But it was like, sometimes you're focused on where you're going. And you're like, not even that I'm not worthy to be dating anyone, or I don't have anything to offer. I don't have anything to offer you because I'm offering it all to what I'm trying to do.
Right. So, that's what I mean. Like that's what I meant. That's why I said scratch the word worthy, because we're all worthy of everything that God has for us. But at the same time, like I know what I'm gonna need you to bring to the table.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I know I'm not ready. I know that I'm not ready to share even what I bring to the table, because I'm still like examining because I know I bring a lot, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I ain't trying to scramble and roll it up and throw it at you, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be a lot for you.
Right. You know, it'd be a lot, or even take from myself to give to you. Because when you're in a relationship, there's a lot of give and take. And so if I'm steady trying to, build myself up or do whatever it is I'm trying to do, at this point, I can't remove any of that from me. Let me be selfish for a minute and keep all of it for me before I even try and provide this to you. I can try and encourage you, but I need all of the encouragement I can. I try to inspire, but I need my own inspiration. I need my own motivation. So I feel like my cup is overflowing, then I can pour it to you.
And that's another thing too. Oh, I'm sorry, sis. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, and that's another thing too. I wish we would normalize is that doesn't make us selfish as women, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like as young girls and as women, we learn very early, like it's not that they're teaching us this, but I don't know where this gets indoctrinated, where it's like you can't take time for self, always be a go-getter, that ambitious it girl. And it's like, nah, like let's normalize not saying that selfish if it's like I'm not there right now. And don't force me, sir, to be there. Like just take the answer as it is, because I guarantee she on the other foot. If a dude tells a woman like I'm not there, that's more normal than if a woman says it. It's like, well, what you mean you're not there? As a woman, you're like, what? So I don't know. I just feel like that doesn't make you selfish. I think it makes you wise, because you're inviting somebody into a space where maybe God will have you in this space on purpose to prepare you, and then letting that person in, that kind of throws the assignment off. I don't know.
Facts.
That ain't selfish.
Facts. That was good.
Agreed.
Come on, Toya.
That's a good question. And
I got one more, but I'm gonna wait.
When you were saying hold like holding them down or whatever, it made me think of that Tyler Perry movie. What was it? What is it? Alchemy? What's the name of that movie with Taraji?
Yeah, with Taraji.
And how she that's a good
that is
example, but then it's like, dang, like how she held him down for so long, and then at some point she just got tired of, was like, nigga, you need to get a job, nigga, you need to do this. Nigga. He was like, no, this is gonna work, gonna work. And she was like, well, whatever, we about to lose our house, we about to do this, it ain't gonna work. And then she left and they divorced, and then it worked.
And then he made it work with someone else.
She held him down. Yes, when it came to finances, she held everything down. However, she was not the support that she did not support his vision. I think even from You know what I'm saying? The beginning, yes, she was there. She held it down because they had been together. However, she did not support the vision, and that's a whole different. Yeah, that's a whole different part of holding you down, because if you don't believe in this, that's like saying believe in my dream. Yeah, and it ain't got nothing to do with you. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I know if I rock with you, I'm gonna benefit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's like saying, telling somebody else to believe in like what I saw when I was sleeping and or what I saw in my, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Believe that with me, Believe it. She definitely was there as a mate. But
even, as a wife. Even if she did support his vision that way, could you see yourself even supporting him and holding him down for so long without anything really popping off?
That's a good question.
Right, because even if she supported him, even if she supported him, it still took a minute before it really popped off for him. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, even if she, like I say, again, even if she supported him, could you still hold him down for so long and not see at that point in time the fruits of his labor?
Can I get a baby sign? A little sign of something that is working?
I honestly think that it would have hit different if she had held him down in
that way,
mentally, spiritually, you know what I'm saying? Because if you really in it and I'm not saying you're not gonna have days, but I just really feel like if it's another level, if you up the ante to where you holding him down on all levels, it's just like, I believe in you that much, and I really feel like that would have even. Because when you holding somebody down, like, division is easy. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Division is easy to that's just easy. And it's just easy to side eye you like, nigga, you ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm supporting you, then it's not gonna, that vibe, that feel. Yeah. I'm just gonna want to be there to just kind of stroke you sometimes. And sometimes I want to, if on the flip side, like, I want you to get out the house. Right.
I think too, even speaking to that, like, even if she would have supported his vision and he realized, not only is she supporting me financially, but she's also supporting me like spiritually, mentally. You know what? I can't sit here and not do nothing. Would have been, they would have been working at it together. So yeah, definitely. But even that, like, she held him down the way she held him down. And then went and he got the girl the boat.
And he got the girl the yacht.
The yacht with the same name, the condo with the same name, the ring with the same name. She was like, oh, hell no.
That was a good movie though, Jen. I'm so glad you brought
really good movie.
There were a lot of themes where it's like, it make you ask yourself some hard questions.
Like, how would I have really reacted? You know what I'm saying? I definitely would have gave him that speech like, I was this. Yeah. I would have took that check and been like, bye.
Yeah.
She
because he realized at the end of the day that, she had held him down. Yeah. And he knew that. But I really feel like it would have hit different if she was holding him down.
Yeah.
All the way around.
All the way around. Holding down. Another holding down and maybe not holding down. So word on the street is that Kanye and Kim are going to no longer hold each other down. That they're heading towards Splitsville. And that they have been living separately for a while. He, of course, y'all know Kanye goes through things. Pray his strength in the Lord. So he goes through things. And I think they were saying, like, the straw that broke the camel's back was, how he announced when he was running for president. And then he was talking about how they almost aborted their oldest daughter and kind of like speaking out on the Kardashians and their family. I guess that was a straw that broke the camel's back. I also heard that she out here tiptoeing with, what's the man's name? Was it Van Jones? Mm-hmm. What? I wouldn't have never put them together.
I would have never.
I heard that.
You heard that too, Toya?
I heard that.
What?
Yes.
I would have never.
Yeah. Van Jones. I heard that's who she got here tiptoeing with, child. Van Jones and Kim Kardashian.
Wow.
Yeah. No.
I never, that's like the farthest.
Yeah.
I also heard Meek Mill, but that would be more
That would be more realistic, though.
Yeah, more realistic because she's still steady trying to get the way Jay-Z and Beyonce is, but that's another opinion.
That's a whole episode.
I just want them to, just go ahead on and do what they're gonna do.
Yeah, just gone.
Wow.
But is Kanye finally getting out?
I think she's getting out.
You think she's getting out?
I don't ever think she should have got in. I don't ever think either one of them should have ever got in.
I agree.
Because we've been he been needing help since God rest her soul. His mom,
yes,
he been needing mental, and I feel like everybody can see that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And then,
but was he as bad before though?
Like when he was with Amber Rose,
huh?
When he was Amber Rose, he was never right.
He was.
Yeah, I think he and when his mama passed, it was just like
he didn't get the therapy and the help.
I feel like that was permission for him. You can be cuckoo.
Yeah.
But I think
just grieve. Go see someone that can help you know how to handle or manage that. You know what I'm saying? Like he kind of, he did fly off the thing a little bit. Yeah, but
can I say something?
Yeah.
Y'all know my little media mind. I'm seeing this a little way. I don't know. I'm gonna just shoot my shot because we tend to be prophets on Pardon My Chic.
Yeah.
Things we say be happening.
Let me tap into. Okay, go ahead.
Media mind go. Could this could this be a way for them to get like a crazy buku dollar amount special on their split? You know what I'm saying? Because how some couples do that is we're splitting and then they do like a special on NBC, ABC, or pick some like media person to hear the story out and then they'll tell everything.
I mean, knowing Chris,
it's gonna get flipped.
I don't think the divorce is a publicity stunt. I don't think the divorce is. I don't think that is. I think they're really probably going through a divorce. But Chris is gonna flip it.
It's gonna get flipped.
It's a good story.
It is.
It's a good flip. It's a good flip.
Yeah.
It is. I mean,
what do y'all think they're gonna do about the property being that she owned the land and he got the house? Like, what do y'all think?
For real?
Yeah, what do y'all like? The land is hers.
Oh, they're gonna have to sell.
She was smart.
They're gonna have to sell.
That is smart.
She was smart because I'd be like, get your bulldozers.
Right.
We out.
But if depending on what type of, they could have some type of agreement in place. You know what I'm saying? Like when they purchase the home or purchase the house, them being them, I'm quite sure they signed some type of contract or some type of agreement stating that, okay, if things don't work out, then this is how it's going to work. But if they didn't, nine times out of 10, typically when you're going through some type of divorce and you guys have some type of property or whatever together, they're going to have to sell it and split it unless they agree. Unless he be like, you know what, she can have the house, she can have the land. I know this is my house, but she can have it here. He can do that. But other than that, they're going to have to probably sell it and maybe split the proceeds. But I'm thinking they were smarter than that though, and they got something in place about something.
I mean, this is sad though, because that's a lot of money between two people. And then y'all made children. And not to mention, they did a lot for pop culture. So we're almost seeing like the end of like a
era.
Sad. Yeah, it's at the base, it's very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when it gets flipped, it's going to be very sad. Just remember, y'all heard it here first.
Yeah. It's gonna get flipped. But it's the kids for me. Like, they have all of those children. And like, it's always the kids too, like, and then her being her and then Chris and then knowing his mental state, are they going to be like, he's not mentally capable of having some type of custody? We going to want supervised visits. Like, how is that all going to work out? Because I think they said she and the kids haven't been living with him. So when it really comes down to the come down, it's going to be on some, he's going to have a psyche valve. Cause I see it so often in divorce and stuff. Oh, they like, hey, we have to request a psych evaluation because I'm not sending my kids here until I know if they are playing with a full deck or not. So
the judge gonna be like, oh, now you want to admit he crazy,
right now? And you know what? She would be like, I just want to bring up some things without bringing up some things.
Yeah, and that's big. It gets so dirty during divorces. They bring up everything in that. That's definitely what's going to happen.
Well, I'm pretty sure she got her stuff together, being that she a lawyer and things.
Oh, yeah, I forgot she's a whole lawyer.
Yeah, she is.
She'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she got all that. I know they got prenups. So hopefully those prenups are all what needs to be, done.
Would y'all get a prenup?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't blink.
Yeah.
Would you get a prenup at this level?
At this level?
Yeah, would you get a prenup right now?
Hell yeah.
I mean, what? Get your prenup, boo. I don't, at this level, I ain't got nothing that I need to worry about him taking. But you know what, though? At this point, though, I have acquired this on my own. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes whatever you have acquired on your own is yours. So if you get a prenup now, you're getting a prenup to protect possibly what you're going to get when you guys get married, too.
Okay.
A lot of times when you're going through divorces, you ask, hey, what did you acquire within the marriage? So
so I have the wrong understanding of a prenup. So a prenup doesn't protect what you have before you get married.
It can to a certain extent, because depending on how things split, probably how the court go and how whatever go, they can probably get some things. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times I don't know the full legality of it, but from working, as a paralegal, I know a lot of times whenever we're handling people that are going through divorces, it's all about what they acquired when they got married. So that, because at that point, half of it belongs to your spouse, if that's what you got in the marriage. So
I want to hear this explanation.
Okay, so here's why. Because I am one that creates, and if I am with you, I guarantee we've created a few things. Mm-hmm. These are things that are being sold, whether it is T-shirts, music, whatever. It's a tangible thing. We're together, and I guarantee we did it. Sir, I'm not praying that this goes south, but just in case. Those profits from that song, that merchandise, when we did that one thing overseas, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what it always was for me. Now, of course, I'm not in Oprah money right now, of course. But I'm saying now, shout out to Legal Bae for getting me right, because I always thought it was a little bit of before and after. But I
think it is a little bit of before and after. But for the most part, I think it is. Yeah, because then sometimes it may be hard to, I don't know how hard it is to actually pin when it started or whatever, because
right.
I think it is a little bit before and after, but I do know a lot of times the big part that they go through is, I've said it before, is the equitable distribution, making sure you distribute everything equally that was acquired within the marriage. But still don't mean that you may not need to protect what you've gotten prior to.
Right. That's all I'm saying is, if we created something as creatives,
that's good.
You're getting royalties off that.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I'm like,
I agree. Definitely.
I'm calling Jen, and now I'm on your ass. Jen,
get him.
My Woody was saying the other day, he said, you know what, dang, you know what I'm saying? If we get married and things don't work out, shoot, I'm gonna have to get a hell of a lawyer fool around with you.
Like, at least he know.
You already know. You already know. But yeah, that's important, so especially as creators, because like you said, the royalties off of that stuff, and and even like what movie that was? Tyler Perry, Why Did I Get Married? Like when
Tyler Perry is really in the chat tonight.
Tyler Perry has entered the chat.
Tyler is really in the chat tonight.
Yeah, he speaks to a lot of stuff. So when he was like, doing her books, when I forgot her character's name, but when Janet Jackson was doing her books and stuff, and he was like, whatever, you asked me a lot of questions, those are my thoughts.
That's what. Thank you, Legal Bae. That's what I was saying. Like, even though I'm not in Oprah money, I ain't gonna wait until we together and I'm in it. Nah, from the beginning, if we had those nights where we were sipping wine and I was just like, oh, so here's a plan that I have, and and then we break up and you go and fulfill that plan, sir, I would kill you. Sir, I would kill you, sir. Because I'm sensitive. I'm like Erykah Badu. I'm sensitive about from start to finish.
Yeah.
Because a body will be got if y'all don't call Jen. And call Toy because I need somebody to talk me down. I'm gonna be like this. What do I do?
At that point, go get what's yours, sis.
Listen, pull up.
And will. What you said, Toya? Jen, go ahead. Go through with the paperwork. No, go.
Go through with the paperwork.
We had these clients call in, and they were dating. They were just in a relationship, and they're about to buy a house together. And so the guy was like, what do I need to do to protect this? Like, in case this happens or that happens, like, how does that work out? So he was like, I made sure y'all put an agreement together. One person name could be on the mortgage, the other person, you can keep your name on the, like, how is it? One person name could be on the mortgage or both, and then one on the deed, or however all that works. But there's a way you need to work it out to make sure if things don't work out, then write down like, okay, put a contract. If things don't work out, then, hey, I keep the house, you got to piece out, or whatever money. And if it doesn't, whatever money you put into the house, you can get it back. Like all that stuff.
It's thick.
Mm-hmm.
It be thick. Those are things you have to think about when you're getting in relationships.
Absolutely. And that's why, that's one thing me and Jay said we wanted to do, because when we met, we were both in apartments or whatever. And that's one thing that we said we wanted to do together. I mean, at that point, we already said from the jump, we ain't dating for no 8 years.
Yeah.
So, so ain't nobody finna have bought a house,
Right.
So this is something that we're going to do together,
Right.
I don't think I could buy a house with a boyfriend. I don't think that's something that I could do.
Yeah.
With a boyfriend? Nah.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah, nah.
Or,
and that's the thing. Like, I haven't purchased a home yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing I definitely want to do. I want to purchase a home. I would love to purchase it and just purchase it for me. I can say, that's something that I did.
Yeah, absolutely.
My home. But when you're in a relationship and that's where it's going, it's like, dang, do I not do this that I want to do and just wait and we can do this together? And I'm not saying that's where I'm at, but I'm just saying like, yeah, like that's some things people think about, when they're together, they're like, you know what, that's what I wanted to do, but now we're together, I guess we can go and do this, but then what if this don't work out? How this gonna happen? Like that be that real shit though.
It's thick. I mean, things you don't think about when you're dating, because you just be dating. Then you like, then it gets thick.
But then too, that shit, when you get to a certain age though, that's be the shit you think.
I feel like this. If I'm 30 something and that's a goal that I really wanted to attain, and I really, if he ain't talking about, this ring next year, then I'm probably gonna go ahead and get my stuff and get my house. They gonna always be renting houses.
Yeah.
Right.
You're gonna always, residual. You're gonna always be able to.
And that's one thing I always think about too. I'm like, okay, if I get to that, I can go ahead and buy. You know what I'm saying? And then, we get together, we get married, then we can just use this as an investment property. We can rent and we can go and buy together. And this will just be money we bringing in to the household, to the fold. So
it's probably gonna just be mine though, because I bought that. So that's probably
that money gonna be yours. You ain't gonna put it into the fold. You gonna put that into your own account?
No, my ass. Yeah, it's gonna be ours. I'm just saying though. I you know what I'm saying, that was me. I brought this house to the table.
So do you? That's a good thing though. Like if you
yeah. Like if you, how do y'all feel? This is another question. How do y'all feel? If you had a house and he had a house and y'all was finna get married, like who house we move? Like, of course you look at size and if y'all move into his house, you gotta make it yours too, and vice versa.
It is mine. Shoot, we together now.
You're welcome.
It is, so change all this up and click clack, the bad bitch is in here, okay? And
get this. Oh, that bed got to go.
Gotta go. Oh, we need a new headboard. Yeah, I want something quilted, rich.
We need a headboard because some niggas just don't.
Let's go get a headboard.
Right.
Yeah. Can we sprinkle some meal around here?
Let me get my oil.
Right.
Call my mom to come pray this stuff out of here real quick, Mom.
Right.
It is a good question. Like, do you move into it? If everything was equal, y'all had the same amount of bedrooms, square footage was the same, things like that. Like, who moves in where? Do y'all just buy together and keep those as investment property?
In my culture, you move in with the husband. So I think culturally, I just go with, that's how I've seen it done. So wherever he's at.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I like, is it big? We don't know.
Is it big?
Look, my townhouse, and he in like a 6-bedroom, baby.
My little townhouse.
We can rent this out. That'll be a cool little $12.50 a month, $12.75 a month.
Right.
That's good. Right. But what's yours is mine, baby. I'm moving in this mansion.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Put over.
Thank you.
Here I come.
Here I come. Here I go. But yeah, that's good.
Yeah. That was
one more relationship question. This was my chic question, but the whole segment is just all over the place. The whole show. So it is.
It's a girls' night in. It's girls' night in. Yeah,
that's not in. Okay, so that's the name of the show tonight.
Yeah, girls night in. We chat.
Okay, so yeah, Monday night they listening to this. This is girls' night in. So, okay, so you met somebody on one of them dating sites that y'all done been on. Okay. Yeah. And, the chat's been real good. It's been some real good chats. And y'all finally link up or whatever. And he just, for some reason, the picture in his profile was, it was decent.
Right.
But you met him in person and you could tell it's the same person, but it just don't hit. Like it just,
it
ain't it. But the conversation is amazing. And the ambition, everything is there. Oh my gosh, everything is there.
Oh my bad.
Everything is there. But
you're not physically attracted to him.
Nah.
So
where are we? Like, not at all. Like, I tried to make myself, but nah.
Was this like are you in love? Do you love?
No.
You have feelings?
No, this is my second day. This is my fourth. This is like my fourth time, like hanging out. Yeah, this is the beginning. This is still getting to know you. Everything I want is there, though. Like, oh, am I being shallow?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. I love that y'all off gate had two different answers. O said no. Jen said yes. I absolutely love it. So I'm gonna start with the yes.
Yes, you're being shallow because if
no, Jen. Yeah, you said yes, you've been shallow. Yeah.
If everything you want is there.
Hold on 1 second. Olivia, don't change your mind. Don't change your mind.
No.
Y'all be listening to each other and it'd be like, well,
we do.
Because there was the hard yes and the hard no. Okay, go, Jen.
Yes, because if everything you want is there, everything. And I know early on in our season, we said like, we got to be physically attracted. You got to have some type of attraction. But sometimes it's like if everything you want is there, and he's just not, he might not be too easy on the eye, but everything else, like the spiritual, like, what you pray for financially, how he makes you feel, he makes you smile, he makes you laugh, the conversation, the ambition, the coin, like everything you want is there, and he may look like a bear or something.
I really feel like he's ugly though.
Like, how?
Help me out.
Beauty is in the, like, he may be.
Yeah.
Work it out, sis.
I'm trying to look. You may not get someone that has everything like that. You know what I'm saying? How does he make you feel internally? You know what I'm saying? It's not always about the looks. If he makes you feel happy, then I say stick with it, because you can be out here and find a man that's like super fine and he gonna be out here treating you like shit. And ain't gonna be about shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, and there's a way where you can kind of have a balance of both, but I guarantee you, if you get to know him and things like that, you will grow to think he's beautiful, because whatever he has on the inside is gonna come out on the outside.
Aww.
Shut up.
He can't even dress though. Like,
you can dress that. You can dress him. You can dress him. We can dress him. We can dress him. Like, I think that can be done.
Absolutely.
That can be done.
Ask me how I know.
Yeah. I think he could be done, especially if he has everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know off real, oh gosh, this is what I prayed for, but he just a little not that cute.
I ain't say like this is what I prayed for. I'm just saying like all the other characteristics, like ambition.
I don't really pray for those characteristics.
I mean, yeah. I ain't feeling like no tug on my heart, like God. Like I'm just saying, like without being spiritual or nothing, like God.
It was this for me.
I mean, she making God like, girl, she done made God yoke me up. Like,
right. If God ain't yoking you up if God ain't yoking you up and you're not that in tune, you've been a little shallow, but then hey, you know what you want, you know what you'll do if y'all was to get in a relationship, because you might cheat. So if you feel like that, then go on about your business. But I say stick it out.
No.
No. Oh.
Okay. Oh.
No. So Dr. R.A. Vernon sowed something very good into all of us from his book. And he said it was 10 rules of dating. And the number one rule was you got to be attracted to the person. And my favorite line in the book was he was like, when you get mad at them, you ain't going to say, wow, look at the God on him. Hell nah. You're going to be like, well, at least he's fine. So like, let's figure this out. But I will say this. No, Jen gave beautiful points for all jokes aside.
Beautiful?
No, for real. Jen gave beautiful points for real. But I think for me is... I got to be physically attracted because a few things is, one, it does matter. And I don't think that makes us shallow. I think that even if say we put spirituality in it, right? We say, God, I would really like for him to be good looking. Yeah. You know, let's be real. We say, God, let him be cute, let him love you. And not in any particular order, but Lord, let him be cute, let him love you. Like, even as believers, as women, we be putting things on the list, like let him have a beard, let him have jerk, like, you know what I'm trying to say. So I say that to say that to me, even if we talk spirituality, that is on our list in some degree.
Yeah.
And to me, it matters because, God, I'm asking you for this. And he could really give you the desires of your heart. Like, you can whole lot be with somebody who is cute to you. Because again, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Because sometimes you see people boyfriend them. You be like, she love him. He love her back, right?
But I really love him.
But for real, like, I think that's on him.
Like, hi.
God can give you the desires of your heart. It don't make you shallow, but also too, if we want to, because y'all know me, old flip, being super spiritual, and the time it's taking me to force this, that could be somebody else's whole live husband. Like, I mean, let's talk real. Like, we going out, you seeing me, you gonna feel me more, and I'm still trying to figure it out. That's not fair to you. Like, you possibly for whole life somebody else, and I'm intervening with your purpose or whoever that woman is, and vice versa, because men too. Like, just, instead of forcing it. But then when we talk characteristics like patience and kindness, and I pray for you today, baby, and good morning, good afternoon, good night. You could get that from a cutie.
You can. And you can. And do.
Right. So like, I don't know. I just think for me, I and again, coming from like, Pastor Show, what up? And like that book that he sold into us early, I just think that's a thing for me. And I don't call nobody ugly. It's not about being ugly per se.
Right, right.
It's more so like, okay, for me, I'm not used to that look. You know what I'm saying? And then vice versa too, because dudes could look at women and be like, I'm not used to that look.
Right. Yeah, I'm not into your look. Right.
I'm not used to that look. I hate that line. Right. I'm not used to that look.
Look, I'm not into his look. Yeah, because that's the whole thing.
It is.
There's guys who have types.
People have types.
Yeah, people have types. There's dudes who don't like weave. Like when I was on the bus, I had a woman tell me like, why you wear weave? Sir, what? And was like, no, I like no weave. Sir, no. You know what I'm saying?
Get off at the next stop.
Hold on 1 second. You know what? I ain't even no stop. Before we even get to the stop, pull the strap.
Pull the strap. And I'm going to ask for the other ones to throw you out with that foolishness.
Can y'all help him get off the bus? Because he on some other stuff that we ain't doing. You on the wrong bus, my nigga. Get on the other one. But I agree, because I remember
a dingy bus.
Yeah. I was dating this one guy who, was really nice. Conversation was good, smart. He was like good, but I wasn't physically attracted to him. But then there were also some other things that we just weren't compatible with. Like he ain't like the fact that, I may be a paralegal, I may be this, but I'm still Jenny from the block.
Right.
And he would always be like, and I'm like, all right, then no, you know what I'm saying? But on paper,
all the time.
Say what now?
You want me to be too polished all the time?
Right. That's ugly. Like, if we talking ugly and beautiful, that's something that's ugly is you forcing something on me that ain't me.
That ain't me. Right. And I feel like that's how he was. Like, we're trying to like enforce those things. And, you know, every time we go out, like, okay, I might be in sneakers today. Like, I understand you wearing your cufflinks and you got on your suit pants and all of that, but like,
I'm not doing that.
Baby, no, I'm not. No,
I'm not doing that.
I'm not. I do that. Like, I mean, to each his own, but I do that Monday through Friday when I try, you know, dress up.
Right.
After this, on the weekend, if I want to put on this with this, then baby, I am. Like, you listen to rap music, and he didn't even listen to rap music.
Wait,
like,
what?
Trying to.
You don't listen to rap? What did he listen to?
A lot of R&B. Just like a lot of R&B, a lot of jazz. We were asking each other our favorite songs. I may have said this one time before, and he was like, his was, I forgot what Usher song. And when he asked me what my favorite song was, my favorite song is Jay-Z's Song Cry. That's just my favorite song. And he was like, what? Ooh, ooh. Can't see them coming down my eyes, so I got to make the song cry. But yeah, I get it to a certain extent too, though. Like, you have to be attractive, but you know, if you ain't deep in, sis, then going about your business.
Retweet.
Yeah, it's the force for me. I can't force it, you know. And I gotta, even if you know, I can look past the fact that, you know what I'm saying, you might not be able to make them pieces hit, you know, you might not be able to dress all that great. I can look past that because I can see the swag, the inner swag. I see you, it's the way you walk. You know, you smell good. You smell good. Your lineup look great. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I can put your clothes on. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, no, it's the force for me. If I gotta, and I in between, you know, there was once a little whoopie whoop in between, and it was a force.
It was,
and I was just like, no. And yeah, it was a force. And then like when he ate,
oh, he smacked.
No, Jay did that, chat. But when he ate. Like, it don't matter what he ate, his breath stank. Like,
oh no.
Oh, that's different. That's very
different.
Yeah, and you know that cute and stuff. So no, yeah, I've tried. You know, had great characteristics. You know, conversation was great, but I can't even really see myself with you, child.
You have to keep looking like, okay, there that go again.
It's time to go. Dang, that's why I said that's why they got to be cute. Because if they cute, it's like, oh, that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one guy I dated, I guess he had a very wet palate, and you know, mouth would be very moist, and so whenever he would talk, like sometimes he would get the little
build up. Oh God, no!
I was like, we didn't date long, but I was like,
oh God, oh, was it white? Did it turn white?
It wasn't that white, because it was white. I really would have been like, I used to like,
can you get
that?
Ew, yuck. Y'all know I'd be grossed out.
I'm like, what? Because then I'm not going to be looking you in your eye or in your face or anything as we're talking. I'm going to just be like, I'm going to look there. And then for me to even not look there and get, you know, disgusted or whatever about what it is, I'm going to just be looking all over the place. Like,
nah.
Yeah.
Nah. And something that was ugly for me, I dated a guy who all I ever seen him in was like workout gear. And I was like, sir, effort. But I've been giving effort. I just want to see effort. And I tested him, right? So I invited him out to something. Guess what he was wearing? Workout gear. Workout clothes. This ain't gonna work. That was a test.
Yeah, no.
Like, there's more in your closet. Like, give more. Like, and that, honestly, that was a
even if it's not, I need you to go find something right quick because I didn't ask you to go to this club.
Right. I don't know. Right. Craziness.
Okay. Back to gin and juice.
Shoot, we done.
Are we going back there? Nah.
I mean, we can't. The only other juice we talk about is this craziness that went on at the Capitol. Oh.
Yeah.
Y'all, who would have ever thought that in 2021 people would raid the Capitol? Like, on some real racist, like, entitled bullshit.
I would have called you crazy if you said that could ever happen. Like, ain't no way.
Y'all.
I just got one word. How?
You don't know how. That shit, it was a setup. It it was
definitely
it was some type of inside job, because ain't no way in hell you at the Capitol and you can just walk in, get in through the side door, climb over the fence, like
hop in the window,
hop in the window. Like, that was an inside job. Ain't nobody
I was like looking at the TV like, I'm not seeing,
girl,
what I'm seeing.
You saw it.
You saw.
But you know, this is what I'm tired of hearing. And you know, Vice President or President-elect Biden said it and keeps saying it. This is not America. And I think that's BS.
That's a lie.
It's a lie. This is exactly America. Wind it back to and I know we've heard it in the news, but I'm gonna say it again. But wind it back to Black Lives Matter, and everything was structured, everything was in place. Fast forward to this BS, and you mean to tell me I'm just gonna be able to run up in the house or run up in the Capitol building like just with no restraint, like
none.
Y'all not prepared.
None.
I heard this man say what he said.
Even outside of him saying that, even on some other shit, like, so y'all really not this secure, like on a regular day, like y'all
on a regular day.
On a regular day, y'all got Craig and Daddy out there, like on some shit, like
top flight.
Yeah.
Really?
First of all, there were tons of official Capitol officials saying, I don't want to hear shit. We train these people to go, period. So I don't even know how that happened. Two is, there was a video that surfaced of one of the Capitol guards moving a barricade and letting people walk in. And y'all don't believe me? Just go look it up. It's all on YouTube. You can see where it was like, and then he walked in trying to protect. So you wasn't cleaning. You was making way. Period.
Wow.
Third thing is, this is absolutely America. I'm going to name a holiday, Thanksgiving. We've seen this for centuries. Thanksgiving is a classic case, and we continue to commemorate. But let's dig into some history. Brown people minding their business. Columbus, them saying, hold on, wait, though.
Right.
Not only did you pilfer the land, rape the women, made children the slaves, and then y'all had a dinner to commemorate all of the rummaging you did on brown people's land.
Teach them.
So real quick, President-elect, I mean, I'm happy he in the seat. I ain't gonna hold you. But this is America. And I think that what we want to see from our leaders, period, now, is take some accountability. Like, you know how we would have fooled with him if he would have been like, nah, this is America.
This is America. This is America right now under a magnifying glass. Y'all finally get to see the bullshit that's been going on that y'all asses been so blinded from all these years.
Right.
And maybe not blinded, but just don't pay no attention.
Absolutely. Right, absolutely. I mean, let's be real. We just deemed Christopher Columbus Day like Indigenous Peoples Day. That came a lot of hell. Because there was a lot of people like, what?
Right.
It's supremacy, it's privilege, it's entitlement, it's all the things, and also a double standard. I guarantee the streets would have been painted red if it was our people.
Listen,
that's bloody. I mean, everywhere.
Off rip.
Like, what y'all doing?
Brown and allies. They would have shot white allies too, because you know they be out there with us. Y'all already know I protest. I believe in protest. There was a lot of white people I love. They be out there. Let me tell you, they would have shot them too, and it would have been over.
Yeah.
So,
if it would have been another cause,
of course.
Good.
That included majority black and brown people. It would have been a total.
It's
crazy. America.
This is America.
Facts.
This is America.
Facts.
You know, and as much as people were on social media saying, you know, I'm sitting back minding my business, this is funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were like, black people mind your business. You know, now they getting to see, you know, what it is. So mind your business. But then on the other hand of that, it's like, no, look at it. Like, look at this shit.
Yeah. Like, it's not even they getting to see, because I mean, I really believe they set this up. You know what I'm saying? They're not getting to see. They set this up. They already knew what it was. Trump so boldly called it for what it was. And the fact that, this is my thing, as ruthless as he's been leading up to January.
Yes.
As ruthless as he's been.
Yeah.
Like, how you not gonna be prepared for him? How you not prepared for him to leave? How you not prepared for him to leave, like, quietly? Like, you know it's gonna be a whole roller coaster. You know it's a tornado. You know that Trump coming through like the Tasmanian devil. Absolutely. You already know that. You know that from his mouth, from his tweets. You know what I'm saying? How you not prepared? So that's what I just really failed to believe that, we weren't prepared to, like,
that's BS.
And you know how there's this guy, and I know I probably gonna butcher his name. His last name is Kovler. First name is Arieh. Ari, I don't know how to pronounce it first, but he's tweeted on December 21st, on January the 6th, armed Trumpist militias will be rallying in D.C. at Trump's orders. It's highly likely that they'll try to storm the Capitol after it certifies Joe Biden's win. I don't think this has sunk in yet. So this is on December 21st. This guy, whoever he is, he's verified on Twitter, tweeted that on January the 6th. So number one, I feel like they knew it. They knew it. And then even they knew it, inside job. And then he said it hours before, right there. We're going to go in. We're going to storm the Capitol.
Yeah, storm the Capitol. It was planned.
That's what he said. And my thing is, like you said, leading up to this, he has been so reckless, so stupid. His whole during term, how you think some shit ain't about to go down and he ain't going to leave without a fight? And
nothing about Trump said that he was going to leave quietly.
Like we knew. We just didn't know it was going to be like this, but we knew.
Yeah. I feel like they could have predicted that it was going to be like this and been prepared. But like I ultimately believe it was a setup, so it makes sense to not be prepared. Prepared.
And the young lady died, and they saying other people may have had heart attacks and all that. Where they pick out? Anybody seen pictures? Have they put any pictures out there?
I only saw one video. To be fair, I only saw one video of the woman that was shot.
That got shot.
They fired once, and then you see her like they're trying to get her help, but there's so much people rummaging a federal building they couldn't get to her. But that's the only one I saw. The other ones with the heart, I was like, "Are y'all making this up?"
That's just me thinking that they're making it up. But that come from me watching Scandal and shit all the time. So
Well, I mean, not to sound away, but. Wrong place, wrong time, bro. How they say about us?
You jump up to get beat down. And y'all see that video of how she was going on and on and on and on about all this stuff. And you want to be Trump, and Trump, you followed up with Trump behind, and maybe you in heaven, maybe you in hell. Who knows? That ain't me to judge. But see what happened when you sit here and follow this dumb nut?
Facts.
Some stupid stuff.
Facts. Following a dumb nut that wouldn't die for you. You died for a cause, since we still don't know what your name is.
Right.
You become a martyr for no reason, and your family got to live with that. And then the shame that you left them with.
But a lot of them say, they literally are ride or die.
That's
wow. A lot of his supporters, and that's why I feel like he can do whatever and say whatever, because Trump he got support, and he got some crazy. MF that's gone.
Yeah,
he just know it. Like
he's not saying it on Twitter, on Facebook.
Huh?
I say he's not saying it on Twitter, on Facebook.
Well, both of them. Because y'all waited 8 years to make a move. This man passed on narratives, rhetorics that was racist, Marxist, misogynist. Y'all want me to keep going? And y'all waited after 8 years to do what? You don't get kudos, Twitter.
Right.
YouTube.
Right. You should have been did it.
A couple days before he out of office. Like,
get out of here.
Right.
And then they all banding together like we.
Yeah.
I think they do something like we blocked him.
Right.
They think they did something. They really think they did something.
He good now. Trump probably
well, he did say that he's going to try and create another platform. He said he knew this was going to happen. And it was like Article 230 or some type of article, I guess he created, or he's trying to pass, that he was trying to, when he was trying to ban TikTok and do all this other stuff, because he knew the day was going to come. He knew the day was going to come. So it was something that he was trying to get together to pass, I guess, when it comes to, I guess social media or Twitter and things like that. But speaking to that, Carrie Hilton had posted something about, Trump getting blocked. And she was like, it has nothing to do. Let me see if I can find it. She was like, it has nothing to do with Trump. She can give pretty much two fucks about Trump, but what does it speak to when it comes to freedom of speech? So she was like, this may be funny, but it is a little dangerous to take Trump out of it for a moment. A democracy must include freedom of speech. Imagine other leaders or popular figures not being able to voice their opinion if it opposes the majority of world leaders. Our freedom of speech being taken from us. Slowly but surely, censorship. Slowly but surely, it's censorship. If the leader of the free world can be removed, imagine that same right of civilians. Imagine believing every time you read false information detected and propaganda, deceptive reports, and flat out lies being the only thing we see. So she was saying, like, it's still take him out of the equation. You blocking someone for voicing their opinions if it goes against that, it's censorship. Yeah. And is it taking away people's freedom of speech?
I feel like when you're inciting harm, I feel like that's the difference. Yeah. You can say what you want, but you can't tell people to go and, damage property. You can't tell people to go and, break the law. You can't do that. So I feel like that's the ultimate reason, he been on, he been had freedom of speech. He been
right. And that's what I was thinking. Like, people been had freedom. Like, what wasn't no Twitter or Facebook or any of that back in the day when KKK was riding through, putting crosses and doing all of this. So you taking away Twitter, that I don't think that necessarily is going to. I don't think it's necessarily going to stop anything. But then I don't know if that's really blocking freedom of speech because social media just been out like a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's still, I
understand what she's saying, but again, at the end of the day, Trump told them people to go do what they did.
Pretty much. And that's the thing, too. I feel like people are quick to kind of like throw the rock, hide their hand. At the end of the day, because y'all know social media is my jam. Mm-hmm. It really is deeper than social media. They did it. Okay, let's do it like this. Yes, censorship. Okay, Carrie, but also let's look at what they did with SARS. We didn't see none of that news in America.
Yeah, that's true.
So you bringing that up, ultimately censorship, where you got to see a well-rounded view of things like SARS, when that Black man in Paris was killed the same way that George Floyd was killed.
Right.
Until somebody from the said ding, ding, ding on Twitter, on Facebook.
Yeah.
So with this particular thing, I think I agree a lot with Toya of, no, as a president, city official, all the things, we actually need to stay connected with you with social media. Here's the problem. This man had kids in cages with a tweet. This man had the rhetoric he was spewing about women and our bodies and the way like we could be discarded. We don't even know if that's his whole real life wife and what was going on in the White House in the West Wing. And it's like, that's different. But we've seen where, even when I think of SARS, that example, y'all, I remember when I posted somebody, it was reported and taken down because it was the truth. Then I got an apology note about, actually we verified that it was real. After you took it down and threatened to take an account, you know what I'm saying? So these social media people know what they're doing. It's written in the laws that sometimes we don't read. We scroll, press, I agree, let's create this account. But little do we know is they're tracking all those things and it can come together and build.
And will. And will. And that's what it did. That's what his whole term was about. Him being irresponsible and disrespectful, and as the leader of the free world up on Twitter doing the shit, he would tweet it. And people, they gonna take that shit and run with it.
They are. And they copy, paste, and share amongst the hate groups. And that's the only thing I will say, y'all, that concerns me a little bit is even though it's down and banned, there were people who were using that like Bible, right? It's like, this is what Trump wanted from us. It's like,
not just copy, paste, and don't stop and share and act.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the hardest part.
It is.
But that was some crazy, crazy stuff. When was the last time they said that happened? Like in 1812?
1812, Jen.
So just imagine, y'all, history in 2021 on January the 6th. Like, when, just imagine the history books from 2020 to 2021.
Same pictures that they're looking at on the news with the the people climbing the wall and climbing up in the window. That's going to be in history books.
And we've seen those type of things in history books too. Just like never would have imagined we were still living in that time. But again, this is America. This the shit they do and they let people get away with.
Yep.
For centuries.
We'll see that right along with
what we're not going to let them get away with. And I think it overshadowed it and tried to overshadow it at least, or it did, was the victory in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Like, with what's his name? Ossoff, and then Mr. Warnock, Warnock and all them, of course, coming together and, Georgia coming and casting those votes and letting their voices be heard and now, we got the majority. So it's still America. You know what I'm saying? But
we should celebrate. And that's the only thing I hate, which is why I hate about what they did is we had a major win with a Jewish man in office and a black man. And so much history was made. And I just hate that they were able to do that in a very mass hysterical way.
Yeah.
But history is still being made. I mean, you can't take that man out the seat. Right. Both of them. So
listen, how would they take Trump out the seat? People were saying it's too late now. Go and let him come in. No, because if he gets impeached, he loses all them benefits.
Right.
So I don't care if y'all impeach him January 18th. His behind won't be getting them, from our tax money. So, hopefully. But
I ain't gonna hold y'all though. All jokes aside, I would like to just a book from his PR team on how they did I always say his team and Beyonce's team.
Listen,
pristine.
Yeah.
Pristine. PR, public relations, media, strategy. I ain't saying I'm gonna join them. I'll take the book.
Want to read it? Want to see? Want some
details?
Beyonce's team.
But you think they did that good of a job though, with his ass out here tweeting and being crazy as he was?
They got our attention and they kept it for 8 years.
Yeah. And
got us riled up. He caused the whole precursor to a
8 years, yeah. Was it 8 or 4?
Huh? Or 4?
4.
4. Yeah. It felt like 8.
I know it feel like a long time.
It felt like 8. It was
right.
4. But I'm just saying, no, seriously, with the tweet, he was able to almost, if it wasn't for Jesus, a precursor to a whole live civil war with tweets and with his words. And so it's like, he was able to hold it down that long for real.
So do you think it was them behind him doing that or just that was just him and they didn't necessarily have too much control over him? I feel like they didn't have control over him. Yeah, he kept our attention, but that's because that was Trump.
Right.
Or do you think his team was behind him and these tweets and him acting that way?
And that's the only thing. So in my opinion, digital marketing strategists, right? I feel like even the team wasn't with it, but they did a phenomenal job at cleaning up around it. To me. So if he said some wild shit in the morning, it hit TMZ, they was able to go back and they would be able to use that to link a press conference or they were able to get different footage to support what he was saying. I think that even though when you are backing a city leader, unfortunately, you knew what you signed up for, right? Yeah. You didn't know if they crazy, but you got the job. Here you are. I think that even if it went against their own morals, they still had to do their job. So how can we clean this up or not clean it up? How can we keep a lot of this going? And they was able to do that even.
I think they cleaned it up too much.
They clean up. They was able to me incite. That's what I was looking for more. So not clean up, incite more, even offline. To me.
Yeah, they definitely had to do the dirty work to support whatever Trump wanted to wake up and say, tweet, whatever. They probably was like, bro, what today?
Right. They was like, oh.
I thought we were gonna have a smooth Wednesday. Like, bro, for real?
You wait on that bullshit.
Right. Like, dang.
Don't drink no coffee. You don't pray. Don't nothing tell you.
No.
Before you tweet, don't nothing tell you. And here they go, got to work in overdrive.
He ain't even use the bathroom. Now we all in it. If one go through, we all in it. Then y'all.
They probably gonna be like, we following through with this. What he said today.
Like, what we gonna do? What? How we gonna spend this? All right. This is what we gonna do. This. They had Olivia Pope some shit. They had Olivia Pope some shit.
They had Olivia Pope so looking through the Trump team.
There you go.
Y'all, they Olivia Pope some shit for 4 years. And you know what? That's a book or a show or a damn movie.
You see why I say I will buy it or watch it? Because I'm like, how y'all do it?
We got
Yeah, for sure.
That's all that shit was. And that's what made me think a lot of this stuff, the stuff behind or what they put out here in the media, like it'd be some other shit going on. Like we know based on PR and how that shit go, but I can't wait. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna buy that book.
I will buy it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put my bid in birthday, Christmas, All for No Reason gift, y'all. If it comes out.
All for no reason.
Yeah, All for No Reason. If it comes out.
At least give me the clip note. Like I just have to watch some interviews and take their thing. I might not buy it, but I'm gonna definitely. If it's on Netflix and I'm already paying for the subscription, I'm gonna hit play.
Is it a special? Because we having a movie date. Girls Night In.
Is it a special?
Is it a special? You know what? Tiger Woods special came on today too. That's another special. But anyway.
We still on Tiger?
I guess he got to tell a story. I don't know what story he got to tell. Y'all know Tiger went through them things years ago when he was
we know his story, don't we?
We do. I don't know what else. What else we got?
What about Wendy Williams?
Oh, when
on Lifetime, yeah.
I'm not sure, but I saw the preview on Instagram and I was like, "Woo!" She's like, "I'm telling it all. What a mess."
Yeah.
Wow.
She played the trailer. She played the trailer on one of her shows, and it's like her life story.
Ooh, you think she gonna tell it all though?
She said she was. In the clip notes, she was going to tell about the husband getting a girl pregnant and how she knew, and they put up in a condo. It get thick.
Yeah, she had it was clips of that in the trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's gonna be okay.
But we would hope that she would tell it all, being that she tells it all,
She
about everybody else.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what made me think like she ain't gonna really tell it all. You know what I'm saying? Like she gonna give us a little bit. But she'll tell the story about her husband and all that because that's that. Is she gonna tell it about like her drug usage? Like, of course, she might do it in the beginning, but is she gonna do the most recent?
There's a little bit of that in there too.
I forgot about it.
That's what we know. That's all. Your husband wearing shit, you was on drugs, and you always in people's business. What else you gonna tell her?
There to know.
Is there anything else to know? No.
You know what? It might not be nothing else because we know your husband was cheating. He bought a car. You went and you took the car back from us. You had a baby. Yeah, we knew you had to know all these years. Like, ain't no way your husband out here cheating and you didn't know anything.
Right. Said she knew and knew her well. I said, this too much.
Listen. And so, I mean.
I'm going to watch it, though.
Okay, I'm going to watch it.
Retweet.
They come on Lifetime, I heard.
I hope who's playing her?
She showed,
Lifetime I'm casting properly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would play Wendy?
It wasn't nobody that we knew.
That's why I said some newbie.
Yeah.
But you better be careful coming up off that though, playing that, because then they go want to keep her in those roles all the time.
And right now you typecast it because you killed Wendy's part. It's too much.
She was like praising her though after the trailer, after she showed up show. Like I was so happy.
I would too. It's a lot.
There's nobody else right. There's nobody else that could have played her, and
I bet. Nobody wanted the role.
Nobody wanted it.
Oh, watch it though. I can't wait to see it though.
Yeah.
Hot topic coming from Wendy. They pray for that. Her mom just passed too though, didn't she?
Wendy's mom?
Her mom passed?
I think her mom passed.
Oh, I didn't know that.
All I heard was about the special.
Lord, don't let me kill this lady mama.
I didn't know her mom passed. I know Sonny Hoskins from The View. Her mother and father-in-law died 2 days apart.
What?
From COVID, yeah.
What?
Yeah. One was December 27th and one was like right before New Year. Well, both of them was right before New Year's, but it was like just a couple days apart.
Yeah. Her mom passed away, yeah. Yeah, she died. Wow. And then I guess she announced it, I think like last month or something like that, like December. And then she was like, she died like weeks and weeks ago. So maybe when the show was off for a while. So definitely pray her strength in the Lord. I hope she is okay enough to, continue to survive it because she has been through a lot. So
yeah,
she's been through a lot. I mean,
fly back, Well, yeah, we sure stayed up here running our mouth.
Hey, what time is it? Oh,
that's girls' night. That's girls' night. Y'all know we be sitting there going from topic to topic, talking, but that's how it be for real though.
That's how it be in real life, in our real life.
And that's how it be with us too. We like, all right, y'all, bye.
Right.
And that.
Right.
But yeah,
on it really. But I definitely want to thank. And I know it's Mission Made Chic, but it's all, it's all the same or whatever. But definitely want to thank those who participated. I know a lot of our listeners participated in our vision board party that happened this past Saturday. It went up, y'all.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jania and Adia for speaking. Oh my God, she dropped so many gems. Performing. It was amazing. A great start to 2021.
Facts.
A great time to sit down and map and plan and tape and glue and all that good stuff. It was just a really good time. We had somebody from UK.
The UK.
I don't think we realized that until we actually logged off, but that was just so dope to know that the reach is real.
Yeah. The reach is real. I mean, you hear like Georgia, DC, so it's so good to know that we're reaching, you know, our gold friends, you know, throughout the U.S. and hell, throughout the world. You know,
the world. What up, gold friends?
Yeah.
But it was definitely a vibe, and we're getting a lot of feedback. A lot of people, you know, really enjoyed it. Was really inspired, and they really want that check in too. So, you know, of course, it all ties in the same mission. Made Chic, part of my chic. We all a family. So, just thank them for supporting that, and can't wait to see their visions and things like that come to life.
Yeah, and shout out to our MMC sis Shannon.
Yes, Shannon, boo.
Shannon, Kiki.
Can't make no plans without you, boo.
Always on key.
Always on key.
Always on key.
Always on key, never off.
Period.
Right.
I had to bring a key in. I don't know. But yeah, so that was definitely dope. So definitely dope. Thank y'all. Oh, you got anything Chic? Any Chic for?
You know, Happy New Year, y'all. We made it to the other side. You know, if we ain't learned nothing last year, let's just settle in it this year. Take it day at a time. Remember to stay humble, but also stay grinding, stay working. With all things, prayer, supplication, let your requests be made known to God. Keep him first. But y'all, as we seeing between U.S. Capitol, all these things we're talking about, we definitely thought it was gonna go a different way. Yeah. And you know what? It's okay. Let it happen early. It's fine. But again, just see it, but focus on what God told you to do. It's always about the assignment over the accolades and all the announcements. Just get it done and keep him first. Y'all be straight. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. So thank y'all so much for listening. Y'all already know where you can find us on Instagram at Pardon My Chic Podcast. You know, you can email us, DM us your social chic questions. If you like to hear some advice from your girls, you know, we keep it real. We're going to keep it us. So definitely email us at pardonmychic@gmail.com. Wherever you're listening, leave a review. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell us what you like about us. Tell us, you know, what you want to hear more of. You know, all that good stuff. So leave your review. Thank y'all so much for listening, and see y'all next week. Talk to y'all next week or whenever we talk to y'all. Bye.
Bye.